She has been an exceptional student and has performed well in all her high school classwork throughout her career, including college level and AP courses, as many of these students have. Teachers have much to write about her, including the following from Mrs. Lyon. Danica was a pleasure to have in conceptual physics this year. She is self-motivated and ready to learn. She asks insightful questions and knows how to persevere through challenges. She is also very kind and polite. Mrs. Showbaker shared, Danica is nice and friendly to all. She is willing to help others and does it with grace and kindness. She always makes others feel worthy of her attention, and she makes sure others feel seen and heard. It's a very admirable trait. She works hard on all of her classes and always seeks help when it is necessary. She is so pleasant to be around. She very much deserves this recognition. Finally, Mr. Peckard adds, Danica has been a true delight to have in class. She carries a warm presence to her friends and classmates and embodies every positive quality one can imagine. Additionally, she is a keen and impressionable writer who understands that her words hold power, and her thoughts about the concepts we study in class are absolutely exemplary. We wish Danica luck as she plans to attend PAC to prepare for a career as a diagnostic medical sonographer. Congratulations, Danica. He also has had a great high school career, academically, with many upper-level offerings, including both college and high school and AP classes. For his hard work, he has been honored with the AP Scholar Award, as well as the College Board Rural and Small Town recognition. Mr. Peckard had the following to share about Josh. Josh is a terrific student, cares deeply about his success, but also his peers. He is a very hard worker and intelligent young man. He sets a good example to other students in our school and has always been seen smiling no matter what. Away from school, Josh enjoys attending Formula One races and traveling with his family. In the fall, Josh will be attending Shippensburg University as a biology major. Congratulations and good luck to Josh.
He's ready for any challenge that I put. In our classroom, he is a great role model. He keeps his space tidy, he uses kind words with friends, and is always willing to lend a helping hand, even with his teacher that I say has a whole brain and needs help. I always count on Warren to make good choices, and he shows respect to everyone, whether it's an adult or his peers. He is a super active student, although it does not show in the classroom, but outside of the classroom, he plays flag football, he wrestles, plays basketball, and outside of his sports, I also know that he's Lauren, I just want to let you know, I am so proud of you and how much you've grown this year, and I am sure that your parents are just as proud as I am. I want you to keep on being the awesome kid that you are, okay? Congratulations, my friend.
I am thrilled to recognize Izzy Campbell as May's Student of the Month. I'm Izzy's ELA teacher, and Izzy is one busy girl. Outside of school, she plays softball, and she's also involved in tumbling. This year, Izzy was also promoted to big sister to her baby brother, Wes. She builds all of these roles well. At school, Izzy is a model student. Izzy comes to school every day with a smile on her face and a positive attitude. ELA is not always the easiest for Izzy, but you wouldn't know because she is such a hard worker. She is always willing to try something new. She asks questions. She participates in class, in our small group and our whole group. And in addition, she is kind to all of her classmates and always willing to help a friend. I'm so proud of you, Izzy. Keep up the great work.
And I am Miss Smith, and Izzy is a student in my third grade math and science classroom. Every day I look forward to working with Izzy. If I could close her and make a whole classroom of Izzy, I could teach forever. She is smart, funny, and dedicated. She is
extracurricular activities is a member of the Interact Club, National Arts Honor Society, and Spanish Honor Society. In his organization, she has taken a leadership role as an officer in each, including acting as president of the Arts Honor Society. Lily is also congratulated on her writing abilities as she placed first locally and third statewide in the Daughters of the American Revolution Good Citizen Essay Contest. Mrs. Bernal, Spanish teacher, wrote the following about Lily. Lily Cole is a wonderful student who always goes above and beyond in her Spanish class. She writes down every word she doesn't know in her notebook and has a wonderful Spanish vocabulary because of it. She is not afraid to ask questions and she always participates. She even used Spanish to connect with a student who is new to the district from Peru. She helps her understanding important information and invites her to take prom pictures with her friend group. She is involved in many clubs, Spanish Honor Society being one of them, and thrives off of helping others. Her art teacher, Mrs. Hornaz, Lily Cole is a hard-working student. She is not afraid to explore new ideas or techniques in art. She manages her time for projects well. Lily always keeps a calm attitude even when deadlines are approaching. Lily has the goal of becoming a practicing lawyer, and will take another step towards it by attending the University of Pittsburgh this fall. Congratulations to Lily. As with everyone, he challenged himself academically, coming through with flying colors, many upper-level offerings, fantastic student. We do know it is no secret that Matthew is a very accomplished musician, so I asked Mr. Fish, our band director, to write something up for Matthew, and here's what he shared with me. Matthew has been a vital member of the Littlestown music department throughout his years in the high school. Talented and dedicated musician, Matthew plays French horn, trumpet, marimba, and is an accomplished pianist. His passion for music is evident in the countless hours he spends outside of class preparing for performances and auditions. This year, Matthew earned placement in several prestigious ensembles, including the PMEA District 7 Band South, the PMEA District 7 Orchestra, the PMEA Central Region Orchestra, the PMEA Region 5 Band, and of course, most importantly, which we've reported on before, the PMEA All-State Women Ensemble, where he earned third share of French horn, which took place at the Kalahari Resort Convention Center in Brooklyn. Beyond those achievements, Matthew is a dedicated participant in a wide range of musical extracurriculars, including marching band, indoor percussion, pit orchestra, concert band, and concert chorus. He is a member of our Tri-M Music Honor Society, where he contributes his time and leadership to promote music and service in our school community. Outside of school, he routinely shares his musical talents with the community through his church, and as a member of the Lyric Band of Canada. Matthew's consistent commitment to excellence, his lead by example leadership, and his genuine love for music have made a lasting impact on Littlestown's music program. We are incredibly proud to recognize him as our student of the month, so congratulations, Matthew.
I'd like to thank all the students of the month, but importantly as well, I'd like to thank all the teachers. There's been a teacher appreciation week. Before we'd like to thank you for all your hard work. I know this is free time for everyone right now, so we thank you and we thank the teachers of the month. Please stay with the stage left. And we're going to make sure.
Good, buddy.
topic of discussion, so if there are comments on the board as a whole, not an individual, we ask that you limit your comments to 5 minutes or less. If we're going to speak and be interrupted or vote for a recess meeting, maybe called by the chair, if you do not observe reasonable form for the conduct. Ms. Johnson?
Before I go down there where you can't hear because there's no microphone, can I speak from this end and maybe turn the microphone around? Because it was very difficult to hear the students in the month, unfortunately. Can we just turn one of these around?
Dr. Naylor, would you be able to turn this around?
I just want to make sure people can hear me, especially at home. Thank you so much. My name is Suzanne Johnson, and I'm a district parent, resident, taxpayer, and voter. With elections next week, the board is now proposing no tax increase for the first time in at least a decade. Of course, you're hoping that voters won't hold you accountable for all the spending you've approved that makes this budgeting untenable. Tax increases will surely return unless spending priorities change. It's time for this board to hold the administration to a balanced budget where planned expenditures do not exceed planned revenues. In the past, ESSER's funds and interest rates have turned expected deficits into actual surpluses, but this district can no longer rely on unknowns. It's time for this district to spend within their budget like we taxpayers have to do with their own budgets. The estimated deficit in your proposed final budget is $2.5 million, far exceeding your rainy day fund. The Finance Committee recommended dipping into that unassigned rainy day fund, the autism classroom, and the technology reserve for ACES iPads. Further, the additional increase for ACTI was cut when staff was reduced by not replacing a retiring middle school math teacher when only 18% of our eighth graders are proficient in math. Yet this school board consistently approved new spending for athletic fields and additional facility improvements, expanded the central office and approved administration raises a year before the contracts were expiring. Contrary to Mrs. Ewan's claims, this isn't, quote, responsible budgeting that focuses on what's best for our students and community, end quote. Staffing should prioritize classroom positions over central office, and funding should prioritize career and technology education and special education over athletic fields and additional facility improvements. In November, when the audit was showing that there would be a budget surplus, Mr. Sullivan was the only one that voted against moving $3.2 million to capital reserves. After allocating most of that, Mr. Sullivan was the only one that voted against spending all of that on the athletic fields and facility improvement projects, beyond which we already financed for the ACES and middle school and high school building projects. With $4.3 million in bond payments each year, which is 10% of your budget, already going to debt services, plus new debt coming from ACTI, taxpayers are justified now concerned about the new spending this board approved before the election season. Now is the time to take corrective action and move the $3.2 million from last year's surplus back out of capital reserves to allocate to ACTI and a new special education reserve fund. This will likely mean needing to delay or reevaluate the baseball and softball field projects and the ACES facility projects. But it's clear that our district's special education needs have been increasing, and career and technology education is critical for our students and our